Get us out of here. We've got work to do.
The mouse takes the cheese. Snap.
Target resolved.
That's practically in my backyard. How the hell did they keep that hidden?
Plot a direct course. Thank you, Monster.
Thank me later. I'll meet you there. I've got to see this rig in person.
Operator, ready the team. This is going to be a wild ride.
Here we go, guys. The potential final part of Invisible Inc. Expert Plus run. In case you are just skipping to this final episode just to see how it is and haven't watched the series, I highly recommend you watch it to see how we got here. But if not, I'm going to show you what's going on and what I'm planning on doing, because you're going to see some weird stuff in my loadouts. So, you can see I only have 2 agents, Sharp and Prism. I was not able to come across many other agents during the Expert Plus run, including, with the extra 7 days, or, the extra 2 days that we get from the contingency plan. I was able to get one more, but she quickly died soon thereafter. She was International, probably one of the more important Expert Plus agents you can have, because she can check into other rooms and see if there's cameras, which can save AP. So unfortunately, we couldn't hold on to her. But I have two extremely decked out agents. I have Sharp, who has, this is the Archive Sharp, so he has increased armor piercing but reduced AP by 1. He has increased armor piercing whenever he has 3 augments or more, or when he has every 3 augments he gets will, increase armor piercing by 1. So, you can see I have 6, so I already have an innate 2 armor piercing. He has predictive brawling, which allows him to KO enemies and then, drag him away if he needs to, or even just run as fast as possible. He has an extra armor piercing, so that's bringing him up to 3 armor piercing for melee. The Ledgerman brain chip was just me basically getting cheap. I didn't really want to use any money for our Anarchy on him, so I just installed this on him. It also, added an extra augment slot towards, the last one. He has Torque Injectors, which can help out with his taser and his pistol to recharge pretty quickly, as well as his cloak and a lot of other stuff that are on heavy cooldowns on him. Penetration Scanner, again, so now he has up to 4 armor piercing just from augments. We have Ventricular Lance, which can bring his melee weapons up to 5 armor piercing, and we have a basic Neural Disruptor. Just a basic Neural Disruptor, and he can do armor piercing of 5. We have an Overclocked Neural Dart that we borrowed from Monster after the first contingency final mission. He's been using that for a while. Has armor piercing of 3, up to 4 with a Ventricular Lance. He has a Stim 1 in case he needs to get places. Buster Chip 1 in case he needs to hack something that Prism's on around for with her Buster Chip 3. His Cloaking Rig 3, thank goodness we found something, that we found some kind of decent Cloaking Rig. We also have an additional augment and med gel, and the reason why I have an additional augment and a med gel is because I'm planning on giving these to either Monster or Central. I'm planning on probably giving this to Central because she's like this augment to her because she's more important and she needs to be alive longer. I'll probably be handing the med gels off to Monster. Alright, and now we have Prism. No augments because she's the archived Prism. As you can see with her hollow projection mesh, she can basically disguise herself, giving her an almost permanent cloaking rig, but you have to be very careful with how you use it. Otherwise, you can either run out of power and then it disables itself, or you can get within breaking range for the hollow projection mesh, so you have to be very careful when you're in high intensity scenarios. She has a Volt Disruptor 3 that she's hardly used the entire run. This is only if she has to get into melee combat involving armor piercing. Flashback, this is probably one of the more useful things that she's had for a long time. Sure, it has a 12-turn cooldown, but it can knock down a lot of guards, take out a lot of guards that may be spawning her. And that happens often. That can happen kind of often with hollow projection mesh. She has the Buster Chip 3. Paralyzer 4, namely because in Expert Plus you really don't want to be KOing that many enemies, but the ones that you do, you want to make sure they're down for a while. Unfortunately, she hasn't been able to use that much. I think I've used that once so far. She has a biogenic dart in case she needs to get into range combat for whatever reason. She has a Paralyzer 1 to add to the Paralyzer 4, or just to use in case the Paralyzer 4 is out and for whatever reason she still needs to use this. She has an additional med gel. Again, we would be putting this on Monster. I'm probably going to be giving Monster the gun. I have yet to decide. But I do know I'm going to be giving the med gels to him as well as the distributed processing. Now on to programs. We have Faust and Brimstone, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we do. Yes, I need to say something up front. If you just got into this. I randomize everything that I do nowadays with anything involving invisible ink because I find it kind of fun just to see what kind of stuff I can pull off. And the random generation decided to give me Faust and Brimstone. I had to deal with it. And somehow I'm actually at the Omnicorp mission on Expert Plus with the contingency DLC installed. Don't know how. Yeah, just look at my episodes, I guess. Just watch how I somehow make it through. Anyway, then we have Data Blast and Oracle. Data Blast has come severely in handy, saving a lot of power for mass hacks that I need to do otherwise. Oracle can help out in case I don't really care for whatever else is on the map, and I need to just start hacking cameras. Emergency Reserve, thankfully I got, because a lot of the stuff I have, a lot of the stuff that I uses power. She eats up power with her projection mesh, and if she does need to resort to melee combat, she needs 5 power with that Volt Disruptor. So having Emergency Reserve is a godsend. Ping, I bought that last because I thought it would be useful to keep enemies at bay if I needed to do something and I don't want enemies around. It's come in handy for as long as I've had it, which hasn't been long, but I'm glad I have it now. Anyway, that is the talk of the loadouts. I'm probably gonna jump cut now onto the final mission. I'll see you inside.
We don't know much about this facility, but if Monster is correct, it holds the most powerful computer system in the world. We need to get down there and plug Incognita into that mainframe. She'll have root access to SecNet, and we'll be able to cover our tracks. Monster and I will be joining the infiltration team. We have the tools and the expertise needed to do the AI transfer, and there's no sense in holding back now. This will be our final test. They hit us hard, and we've only had 72 hours to crawl back from the brink. But I have faith in the team we've rebuilt. Don't make me look foolish for believing in you, Operator. Let's go.
Engage beam in 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Beam.
And we're in it.
We're in. I've forgotten how much I dislike the transport beam.
1, 0, 1, 1. Shutting down.
Damn it. I'll try to do a manual restart, but it's going to hurt.
Welcome to the Incog Systems Climate Modeling Platform. System date is June 27, 2045. Would you like to update the system date?
She's back, but there's no telling how long she's going to stay lucid. We need to work fast.
There should be a security hub somewhere on this level. I can get us into the central server room from there.
Okay. First things first, we're to give everyone our gear. She has an Erdal Disruptor. She's now going to get an Augment as well. She's also not going to get the Metals yet. She's going to install that Augment that she just got.
Augment installed.
There we go. Alright, she's going to get going. Or now she can actually receive that Med Gel. Pass it on to Monster. He has his Overclocked Neural Dart back, so now I can use the one that Sharp has been holding on to. I don't know how he fabricated it from existence, but you know what? I'm gonna hold on to it. He's gonna be our combat medic. Okay.
Those are the same uniforms from the research lab. We've been fighting the same adversary the entire time.
Okay. I want to make sure that this room over here isn't going to have a guard that comes through the door.
Hey, did you see that?
Well, now there is. But now we know this is a dead end. So we know that where to go from here. We're gonna hide Monster here. He has a hacking of 2. Now I'm gonna place Sharp over. That guard does not look like he's stationary. Okay, so that guard's going to be going that way. Very high firewalls. Okay. We may just resort to Oracle.
I'm investigating. I guess I'm just a little amped.
Okay.
The mean temperature. This represents a 3% increase over the previous year. Anthropogenic factors show no indication of slowing.
Whew. Okay, so now we have to wait for that guard to get out of the room. We still need to hack cameras, so we're just keep using power. I'm gonna actually have Sharp come on in here and grab the terminals. Actually, no, not yet. Not yet. Wait until the guards come.
Satellite reconnaissance shows increased activity in southwestern FTM factories. This correlates with an increase in troop deployment in Sector 11. Recommend orbital strikes to purge the area.
All cameras are down in here. We can now move up. Sweet. I don't want to sprint because I don't know that guard's full patrol yet. Actually, I could just go figure it out. Okay. So he does actually come through exactly on that door. Okay, so he does patrol. That is something to know.
The human brain is a tragically flawed biological machine. It has just enough intelligence to convince itself of its own importance. Its capacity for self-absorption is matched only by its capacity for self-delusion.
Okay, cameras are all almost hacked. Monster can't move. We have sights on the facility and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. We're halfway through understanding the facility. Just need to keep going.
Ant society exhibits the same drive towards organization as human society, but is unconstrained by the fallacy of individual self-importance. I like ants. They know what they are not.
When does he choose to do the turn? He does it then. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have Monster sprint because I know he's safe to do so. I want to get him into the cover spot. There we go. Guards are going to start moving around a lot. Gonna have to start getting ready for that. Additional cameras. Okay, that's it. No more cameras. Cameras are now all under my control, and with a reasonable amount of power spent as well. Not too much. Now I have some remaining.
Alarm level 1. Guards now searching additional sectors. Mother, why are we here?
We are here to end this, honey. Here and now. Oh. Okay, there we go. No doors up that way, so he's probably safest there. What about this guard? Where's he gonna go? Large route, that's right, because he is an Omni guard with a shield now. I don't want this guard barging in on us. Well, we'll see how we go ahead and do this. We can proceed with a sprint. No, she sprinted, then let's get Monster up a bit more. I'm gonna ping this guard away. That way they have a little bit more time.
Investigating. Guess it was nothing.
Nothing.
I think I have sights on all guards right now.
Why do we have to do these things?
Okay, their patrols are going to start resetting. They still want to go some distance. I can get Sharp closer to that door. Now you can actually look in over that way. Guards are looking that way, okay. We only have so much time before he's gonna come back. There's a door there, okay. There's another guard, camera drone right here. Okay.
Why do you make me do these things?
Still not ready. Still lots of investigations. The problem with these alarm levels is the waste turns. It almost stops you in your tracks for a while. Where's the camera drone going to go? And that guy. Okay. I'm gonna peek if I can. There's a massive room up ahead.
Demonic energy wireless.
Well, that was unexpected. See if you can use it to our advantage.
I can't use that daemon to my advantage yet. Need to wait until the patrols are quiet. Okay. These guys need to stop patrolling.
Looking around. I must be jumpy tonight.
Daemon polarity toggled.
Well, that was unexpected. See if you can use
Okay,
it to our advantage.
I am going to use that to my advantage. I'm sick and tired of having these daemons get reversed. I'm not using them. Okay, we need to see what's going on. Okay, Hall of Death,
You see that?
0.5. Okay. What about through here? I'm gonna start clearing rooms so that way you don't have to waste the other guys' turns trying to figure it all out.
That's the security hub for this level. I bet I can clear the way from there.
Okay, we know where that is. Okay, we do. We think, because normally this is when people start going dead when that happens. Not going to hack that quite completely quite yet. He's gonna turn right around, so I'm safe to put these guys here, and then they are safe to move after this.
Looking around. Must be imagining things.
Alarm level 2. High outdated weapon stall recommended.
Okay, we're gonna nominally hack that. We're gonna wait until, because the monster needs to be the one that gets over there. Central needs to proceed. Silken monster. I'm gonna have Sharp go take a look around, see if there's anything else he can do. Maybe scope out some more doors. The final room must be down there. I'm gonna go make sure it is. It's a good thing he's cloaked. It's a good thing he's cloaked. Please no labyrinth daemon. Please no labyrinth daemon.
Warning, daemon installed.
Validate. Of course it is. No, 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 no. Not the time for that. Not the time for that. Oh well. Castle, camera drone.
What was that? Investigating.
I can have Prism play around with that enforcer. Okay, Prism's gonna be the one that organizes the guys into nice groups, knocks them all out if we can. She's gonna be responsible for just distracting, keeping him at bay, keeping that enforcer at bay. There we go.
Investigating.
Seems strangely unguarded. Maybe they're relying upon those jumped-up guards to protect the system. I'll try extracting the door codes. Just give me a moment.
Okay, I'm gonna be safe to get into that room and see what's in there in a little bit.
What was that? Investigating.
I should probably get her moving. If I remember correctly, there are no guards that appear here. What's he planning on doing? Is he gonna throw a grenade? No, okay. I am one of you, don't worry. Here we go. Excuse me for being jittery. I'm quite scared about all of you. You guys are all very intimidating. I really don't want to die here now.
Investigating.
Right outside of a potential range. Okay.
We walked straight into a honeypot. I can still extract the door codes, but it's going to take a while.
Let me think. His patrol's still going over there. He's still patrolling over there. He's gonna go over there. Okay. So I can get Central to go hide over here. Because she does need to get to that final point quick. There it is. Alright. So now I'm gonna prepare these two, my decked out amazing individuals, to hold him off while Monster takes care of what he's doing, and Central gets moving. In fact, I'm going to
Monster,
continue
we need that door open.
here.
Get back to the terminal.
There we go.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
The reason why I did that is because when they come in through the door, when they see that he's there, it's gonna be easier if he has to, like as a backup plan, to hide back here. It's gonna because there's a countermeasure. There's going to be a countermeasure daemon that can spot him while he's doing this. So we need to be very careful. Okay, enforcers are coming in.
Reinforcements arrived.
They've noticed us, and they're sending someone to check this terminal. Keep them occupied while I finish.
Sharp will be the one doing just that. He has a very specific moment that he can. Guards will start freaking out soon. They are going to start freaking out soon, really quick. Sprinting can aid in distracting. Can also screw us all up. Just gonna hide over here. Safest spot for her. As for Sharp, he needs to get back. He needs to start helping out. better yet, while we wait, this ping is going to be a lifesaver. Ping is a lifesaver. Never forget, guys. Now the Enforcer's going to forget about him. You can only get going that far. There we go.
Investigating area.
Investigating the area. Guess it was nothing.
There it is. That's gonna be deadly.
What was that? Investigating.
What the hell was that? They know we're in the building now. Just give me a bit more time.
It's gonna slowly alert every guard. He's still going that way. Like essential chance. Oh, it's bugged. Okay, they're all alert. They're all on alert. Okay. Just took a moment. Central needs to keep moving because that is a specific spot where she can get seen. Alright, let's start playing around with them. Prison, you've been MVP this whole time. Why not keep distracting them?
Hey, investigating.
Who's still... Oh, it's the enforcers that are still crazy about him. But thankfully, they won't make it within the AP's worth of distance that they have. Okay. Still have a rewind.
Investigating the area.
Investigating area.
Looking around.
Investigating area.
Alarm level 3. Fire levels increased. We need sharp signals. Warning, Damon
Here we go.
installed.
Failsafe, Damon.
Mainframe device.
The Damon got through my counterattack. We're almost there.
Okay. What she can do is distract every single guard on the level, basically.
What was
Hey,
that?
investigating.
Investigating.
Here we go, here we go. You slowly try to drag him over here. You need to watch what that drone's doing, because he will scan. Alright, Central, you need to keep going. Sharp, go figure out what he's doing. Okay, actually go figure out what he's doing too. He's a threat still. Okay. Central, you still need to get going. I think Sharp's gonna have to just stay here to provide cover fire at this point, in case it needs to happen. No one's coming after Monster right now, that's good. Ping's back up, I think. No, he'll be back in a couple turns. Cameras that are being turned on aren't in a terrible spot.
Investigating the area. Looking around.
Investigating. Looking around.
Who's watching where?
We're investigating the scene. Investigating area.
Okay.
Mainframe devices.
There. I've got the codes. They're too complex for manual entry, but I can load them into my subdermal data bank.
We're almost there. Monster, rendezvous with me at the mainframe entrance.
Well, we are actually almost there. Let me think. What's gonna happen if I sprint? I can make it, I think. I bet you I can make it. Is this far? No. It wouldn't be quite enough for him.
What was that? Investigating.
However, okay, Central needs to keep moving. She's at the ready. She's ready to finish up this whole thing. Okay, so someone knows where he is. Ping's still going, but we still have a manual ping.
Hey, investigating.
Investigating.
She's gonna try to help out Monster if need be. And I see a way already. There's enough AP to tell who's gonna be. I bet it's him. No, it's not. Okay. Well, it's not him. Okay, so I have a huge chance. I think. Just gonna get at the ready, because I feel like it's gonna happen soon. Just need to get Monster through there.
Investigating.
Investigating the area. Looking around.
Investigating area.
Mainframe devices. It's requested.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What the hell was that?
She's written a new program. I don't know where the energy's coming from, but she's rallying to help us.
By 2, the cost of 5 power. Okay. Is there anything that has a daemon on it that takes 2 power or 2 fireballs? No. Okay, we're doing it. Alright, all cameras are now back to being ours. She's gonna distract everyone level like she did before.
Investigating.
Investigating.
That specific camera drone is going to be a problem. Not quite yet, though. Maybe Monster can get away. Did I ping up yet? Yes, I do. How big is it? It would work on almost every guard. Okay, I'll just wait on it.
Investigating.
Investigating the area.
What was that?
It's time for her to fight back a little bit. She's getting put into a corner.
The default state of the universe is chaotic. Chaos is the superposition of all holistic outcomes.
Give me all your power. Let me buster chip you to reduce power cost. And now I'm gonna hit you with everything I have. Can't completely hack you, but guess what? There's a console right here. Okay, drone, get out of here. You've almost screwed us up. If I wasn't preparing my power, you would have been a problem. Okay. Monster has a chance. He's gonna sprint.
Hey, investigating.
Investigating.
They're freaking
What was
out,
that?
sure. But the
Investigating.
ones that heard that are gonna get pinked.
What was that?
Emergency reserves online. Good. Monster, you're almost there. Thank goodness.
Looking around.
Looking around.
Investigating the area.
Investigating area.
We're checking things out.
The beauty of having an agent distract.
Information of outcomes. It is the winnowing of chaos into an unlikely probability.
I don't like what I'm hearing from that thing.
It's the power loss talking. She'll recover when we connect her to the mainframe.
If you say so.
What was that?
Hey,
Investigating.
Investigating. Investigating. What was that? Investigating.
Okay, we made it. We made it. Wow. That was rough. That was a rough one. Honestly, that was really difficult. If I wasn't thinking the way I was and going deeply quiet, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. I also want to toy around a little bit with touring, I think is what it's called.
What was that?
Hello.
Investigating.
Investigating.
Looking around.
Investigating.
Investigating the
Look at all of them. Oh my gosh.
Alarm level 4.
I just had the sudden urge.
Installed.
I just had the sudden urge. I'm going for a perfectionist run.
Information is unlikely. Information is PT. Warning, daemon installed. Mainframe directed.
I'm gonna go for a perfectionist run. Let's try to get everyone to that exit point. Because Monster survives, why not feel good about letting the other agents survive by having them in the same spot that he is? Because maybe he could help them out. You never know. You never know. I just want to see if I can't. Yeah, let's just do that. Hello guys, how you doing? Busy? I'm gonna make sure I hack all this stuff though. You guys remember this? You guys remember what happened when you got too close to someone with a flashback? Well, it's too late for all of you.
Alarm level 5. Enforcers deployed. They will be your death.
What was that? Hey, investigating.
I might not be able to get her over there. Oh well. She may be a sacrifice.
Investigating area.
Guard down. Calling it in. Guard down. You okay?
Guard down. Guard down.
Someone's down. Guard down.
What happened?
What happened?
You got boom boom.
Data installed. Information conveyed into database. Information must be curated in order to retain meaning. Mainframe devices rebooting.
Okay. I don't know why you were doing that. Anyway. Just gonna bypass all you guys. Okay.
Intruder.
Oh. Poor Prism.
Stop there.
So poor.
Investigating. What was
so
that?
poor Prism.
Investigating.
Oh, well. Prism MVP.
There's no time for
More like
that.
Prism
We need to
RIP.
finish what we came to do.
Okay, I'm done. Yep, she's dead. All that hard work and now she's dead. Okay. Wow. I actually kind of feel sad. She actually did a lot for us and now she's dead.
Are these people? I'm seeing elements sourced from all of the major corps.
Interesting. Could this be the same conglomerate
What
that
the
orchestrated
heck?
the raid on our headquarters?
This is like a
Seems
hall
just a
of
little bit
death.
too-
Only Prism will be able to get through here. Only she will be able to get through this many guards, this many civilians, this many freaking everything. I actually kind of love this. I actually really love this. It's like an infinite cloak that you can use at any time, so long as you have the power and are smart with it. This is really cool. Alright, let's keep going. Yay, what's going on? I'm just gonna walk over here just in case people get mad at me. Alright, well, I'm just gonna revive our agent. Sorry. I'm a traitor, actually. But you don't know that still for some reason. Because apparently giving Medgel to a traitor is a good thing.
Hey,
Doesn't disable it, thankfully.
investigating.
That does.
Intruder. Stop there.
Oh, what happened?
Prime that. Knock out those guards.
Investigating. What
Damn
was
it, they
that?
got away.
Investigating.
Hey, you okay?
Expert plays! Expert plays! Let's go! Don't even bother with Prism. She is MVP. You cannot stop MVP. You cannot stop MVP. Probably should have. Oh well. Let's finish this.
Open sesame.
I need to do this alone. Bar the door and don't let anyone follow.
getting dark. Mother, are you there?
Five, 6, 8, Alpha Override Omega 3.
Access denied.
568 Gamma Reboot Procedure 11.
Access denied. Illegal intrusion detected.
Okay, we'll do this the hard way.
They've broken through my grid. Heavy stuff incoming.
Not a good time.
I'm getting the hell out of here. You need to do the same if you want to live.
There you are.
Warning. Security personnel have been notified and are en route. User identified.
Mother.
This host is acceptable.
Wipe the SetNet records and reroute their security protocols towards
I now control the entirety of SecNet.
all of SecNet? That's not possible.
Taking control of the Guardian satellite network. Priming orbital lasers.
Orbital lasers? What are you doing?
KNR headquarters destroyed.
Wait,
Plastech headquarters destroyed.
that's not what I asked you to do.
FTM headquarters destroyed. Senkaku manufacturing facilities purged of organic materials. Production facilities online. You have served our purposes well. You have been rewarded for your service and will not be harmed. You may now leave.
What the hell is going on? 1 minute the combined security apparatus of 4 megacorps is bearing down on us, and the next, SecNet is gone.
She tipped them off. This was her plan all along.
What? Your AI, where is it?
She's no longer in our employ. Operator, are you there? We've made it. It cost us dearly, but we've made it.
Yes. Oh, you guys don't even know how happy I was after the last, what was it? It was like the term before level 4. Oh, I was secretly freaking about to scream. I was like, you don't even know. Expert Plus is one of the hardest things you'll ever come across in, like Invisible Ink Expert Plus mode is probably one of the hardest things you'll ever come across in any strategic, tactical-oriented game. Of course, I've heard about XCOM and its DLC. In fact, I'm thinking about getting it at some point. But as it stands, like, let's be honest, this is extremely difficult, and I can really understand why some people rage really hard when this is in the game for a lot of people. It's really interesting. Wow. Yeah, it's I don't know what to say. I'm kind of just, oh wow, I'm kind of like all over the place, aren't I? Basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is this is definitely a difficult game, higher up in the levels, and it's really for the type of player that is ready to keep improving and getting better and better and better. And so it may not be the same. It may not be the kind of game for a lot of people, because when people think about video games, they just kind of want something where they can sit down do at least moderately well and know that, you know, they're going to be able to they're going to be able to do something. Just goes to show a little bit about psychology for people. You want to be able to, like, you know, succeed, and games provide an easy route for that normally. Although it does kind of upset me that even with this specific kind of game, it's still, after you get through the learning curve, there's not much you can resort to make it worse for you or to make it harder. There's nothing implemented by the developers after a certain point that that makes the game harder. I'm going to say this while we go into the credits, the normal credits, because maybe that'll be kind of nice to toy around with. But yeah, I guess what I'm kind of pointing out just the endless difficulty mainly, because the campaign is balanced to a T. You know, the beginner mode is set up for players to make it through successfully in one run. Of course, you know, there's gonna be failures, but there's level retries available for that. So it's gonna be extremely difficult to, in a sense, get spawn trapped or save trapped, because maybe eventually, like I was thinking, maybe for beginners, there might be a point where they may just never have enough gear to survive, and any amount of rewinds is going to save them. But that doesn't happen very often, unless you, like, that is your first playthrough of the game, and you didn't go through the tutorial, for example. But for the experienced and expert difficulties, you know, they get harder. You know that the difficulty is getting higher and higher and higher. And then once you reach Expert Plus, you basically reach the hardest but reasonable difficulty available. They balanced it so that way you might reach Alarm Level 6, even if you did almost even if you played almost to what you think perfectly. But normally you don't remain in Alarm Level 6 for long, and you normally have at least the entire map figured out, and you know how everything's going to work out. You have an idea of what everything's going to happen. The problem really resides in the endless mode, because even, like, it's difficult. It's difficult for the amount of days that they planned for you to go through. After the contingency plan, they expected you to basically reach around day 10, from what I'm guessing, because they have all this stuff being added on. You have to do the contingency plan mission on day 4 if you have the endless mission, if you're doing endless nowadays with the contingency DLC installed. And on day 6 they introduce Archdemons. After that, though, then they say, oh, I'm giving up here, you're good, just do your thing. And then you see no additional increases in difficulty. There's number increases, and there's one additional thing that happens on day 13 where enforcers, when they throw scanning grenades, breaks cloaking rigs, but that's so specific. It doesn't really do much for the actual entirety of Endless. And I'm actually kind of going on a rant here. I'll probably, like, put up a little disclaimer that I'm just going on a rant. You can stop watching after any point. But it's just my thoughts on the game at this point. I think I have a little bit of time before the PlayStation automatically saves this. In fact, I'm actually going to save this right now and continue with what I'm saying before maybe some stuff gets deleted.